The transition to a climate-neutral, resilient and equitable future is a huge task, both in terms of speed and scale of action that's required. In response, recent years have witnessed a huge surge in green finance, with many multilateral institutions increasingly prioritizing millions of dollars of green projects, such as the World Bank, EBRD, and the EIB, among others. For municipalities, which often face challenges in accessing sufficient financial resources, green finance can present an opportunity to deliver on these ambitions and projects that benefit people and the planet. Between 2015 and 2019, green and sustainability debt sales increased to just under $460 billion, and this growth is set to continue over the course of the decade. To encourage the flow of capital towards projects that demonstrate measurable contributions to environmental objectives, the European Commission, through the EU Action Plan on Financing Sustainable Growth, has developed the EU taxonomy. The taxonomy seeks to provide a clear and common classification systems to help mainstream climate and environmental considerations. The taxonomy outlines 6 environmental objectives: climate change mitigation, climate change adaptation, sustainable use and protection of water and marine resources, transition to a circular economy, pollution prevention and control, and protection and restoration of biodiversity and ecosystems. Like financial instruments more broadly, there are a range of green finance instruments that can be utilised. One significant area relates to debt instruments, in particular green bonds. Green bonds represent a large share of green finance sales globally and are any type of bond instrument where the proceeds will be used exclusively to green projects, eligible green projects. Green bonds can be issued by any entity which has suitable green assets, including local governments, as well as banks, national governments and organisations. But there are a variety of other instruments as well, ranging from more common instruments like equity financing and grants to more innovative financing mechanisms like crowdfunding. Ultimately, the ability for municipalities to access green finance instruments will really depend on the extent of local government powers that are provided from central government, and this is particularly true for debt. For municipalities, the source of green finance can come from public sector, often municipal funding and grants, but also through the private sector and multilateral organisations. Building on this, blended finance is being increasingly recognised as an approach to financing projects that allows different types of capital to invest alongside one another, including sources of funding from public and private funds. Through blended finance, the goal is to increase the size of capital that is directed towards investments that benefit people and the planet, while de-risking such investments through blended financing structures. Over the course of the coming decade, green finance arena will continue to grow with the expanding range of green finance instruments, and it's really important for municipalities to begin to understand which green finance instruments is best suited to their given context to enable action. In this space, a growing challenge for municipalities will not be just the quantity of potentially available financing opportunities, but the development of projects or portfolios of projects with the necessary scale and alignment to green financing criteria. To this end, municipalities can undertake planning processes, such as the pathways for economic growth, that can help ensure the development of projects or a portfolio of projects that are able to be aligned to the necessary criteria of green financing opportunities.